Hey guys!
Hello!
I'm Teresa.
I'm Carey.
Hee hee! Hee hee! Today we wanted to talk about a very pressing issue, and that is veganism. Ta-da! And this is a vegan.
Yes.
Yes, blood and flesh. Oh, words we don't use with vegan. We especially want to make this video because Japan is notoriously not that great with dealing with vegans and not having that many options for vegans.
It's prominent in Western countries for sure.
Like veganism has become popular on the Western side, but it hasn't really become too much of a thing here in Asia yet.
It is very slowly on the rise. Yes.
Tell me about veganism in Japan.
We touched on it a tiny bit in the intro, but it is a very uncommon lifestyle here in Japan. First of all, a lot of people don't even know what is vegan. If you say vegetarian, everybody knows. But vegan is kind of a new word, so it's not so well known. You get the like, do you eat fish? You don't eat eggs either, you don't eat milk either. Do you eat some milk?
See?
You'll get asked that too. Do you eat rice? Do you eat bread? Because the vegan culture that does exist here, mostly for like health or dieting, I almost want to say like to be like stylish, you know?
Like a fad.
Yeah, like this is my $13 vegan cold pressed.
It's like the word gluten-free.
Yeah, like a little bit like that. So I think, and people associate vegan with like organic or vegan with like macrobiotic, vegan with gluten-free. So they think like, oh, you don't eat carbs or something like that. You have to explain to like everybody. And also, Japan isn't really a country that likes modifying things. So if you go to a restaurant, like in my country, in Canada, for example, well, first of all, there's vegan options, at least one. But if there's not, you can ask them to change stuff and it's not a problem. And even like in Korea, it was not a problem.
Because just the other day we visited Korea and I mean, my friend was super concerned, like, oh, they're not gonna be able to change it. But we took like absolutely 2 seconds to say, hey, can we take this out? And they're like, yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever.
So the fact that it's not such a well-known thing, combined with Japan not being really comfortable with changing stuff, usually it's kind of like a little bit of an ordeal if you want to modify something. Like, can you take the meat out of this? And they're like, just a second, and they have to like leave and come back. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes it's okay.
It's like asking for ketchup at McDonald's.
Yeah. What? You want extra ketchup? I do think this is something that's getting better though. Maybe more gaijins or something. More annoying foreigners.
So,
all that to say, it is not the easiest country.
I live with Carey, so I have seen her struggles and ups and downs with her veganism because, you know, she's not really in it for the health or whatnot. She's really in it for protecting animals. And so, you know, it can be really hard when you stare at a nice chocolatey latte.
Chocolate is my one weakness.
It can be hard if you're trying to convert yourself over to being a vegan, and there's just so many temptations around you because let's not beat around the bush, there's a lot of yummy, very appetizing looking things here in Japan.
And I actually know a lot of people who were like vegetarian or vegan and then they came to Japan for the first time and it's like they just didn't want to miss out because it's like you came all the way here and Japanese food is like
really
bomb,
good,
you know? Karaage, ramen, like sushi, yakiniku, all of the things.
How do you stay vegan? Like, what do you do to keep your veganism alive?
I'm not a person who like, I miss meat or like, I miss cheese, I miss eggs. Like, it's not appealing, but the sweets, man, the sweets. It's funny because it always used to bother me, like, if people ask, like, how strict are you, you know? I'm like, I'm just vegan. But I'm just Harry.
I'm a what?
In Canada, it was very easy for me to say, like, I'm 100% vegan, everything I eat is vegan. But in Japan, unless you buy and cook everything yourself, there is no way to know. And it's not just because, like, you can't read the packaging, it's because companies don't have to list certain things. And I didn't know this at first, so like I would go to the konbini and read the packaging. Like if I didn't see the word like meat or see the word milk, I would be like, this is fine. But then I went with my very, very, very vegan friend. And he was like, no, you can't eat that, you can't eat that. And I was like, what, why? In some of the additives and stuff, they use like traces of like pork extract or chicken extract or like some sort of obscure animal product is in there and they don't have to list it. So you're not safe. And the konbini changes the ingredients all the time. So I remember seeing this thing like the only confirmed vegan onigiri is the one that's just white rice. Yeah. I'm gonna eat the ume onigiri. I'm gonna eat the kombu onigiri, you know? Like that's just me. But if you're like really passionate about it, you have to basically cook all your own food by yourself. The only things they must list is like seafood, because it's like a bad allergen, and eggs and milk. Just a heads up. One of my students actually told me this app called Allergy Checker. So it's not for vegans, but just for people who have allergies. And I think if you scan the barcode, you can actually see everything. Probably if you're already a vegan, you are familiar with the app called Happy Cow. This app is really cool because it shows not just vegan or vegetarian restaurants, but just places where you can get the options. So you can go there with your non-vegan friends. One of the most difficult things in Japan is, well, for vegans anywhere, the social aspect. Like if I go to izakaya with my friends or something and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm eating cabbage again. But Happy Cow shows you like really delicious places you can go with your friends and you can eat great food. So anything like ramen, sushi, karaage, like you can actually find vegan versions of these. They are a little bit more expensive. It's so worth it and they actually taste so good. I mean, it's difficult and I would say like if you see some delicious Japanese food, don't beat yourself up. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that maybe, but it's not the end of the world. Just do your best, you know? Just do your best.
Keep pushing for what you believe in. The next thing we kind of want to talk about is grocery shopping here in Japan. So the thing is that grocery shopping, I mean, anywhere you go, you know, will have very vastly different selection of the things that are here. So what is available for vegan people in a normal supermarket and where can you go for more selection?
So regular supermarkets suck. I'm not gonna lie to you. The produce is very expensive, but you can get stuff like rice, noodles, tofu, natto if you like natto, some cereals. Margarine is not vegan at regular supermarket. Dark chocolate is not vegan at regular supermarket. The regular ones are not the best. Even bread, like, you cannot get it. Recently, like konbinis like Natural Lawson, they're starting to put more vegan snacks, so like cookies. They had vegan cheese a while ago, vegan cup noodles. And also, Amazon, you can find like a ton of vegan snacks on there. So I just got the other day this like soy meat and I was really surprised. I thought maybe it's like perishable and you can't order that. But I get my soy meat from there. I get my nutritional yeast from there. Chocolates. You gotta get that milk-free chocolates. Do we talk about the supermarket that broke our hearts?
Breathes heavily.
Breathes heavily. We went to, it is called National Azabu Market. It was the closest to heaven I've ever felt in my life. This place has so many international foods, imported foods, and vegan options. They had ice cream, they had cream cheese, they had like frozen meals like to heat up, like they had curries and all these kinds of dishes. And hummus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the hummus.
That really, the hummus.
Yeah.
And like
nut butters. Like, they had so many nut butters.
Yeah, and oh yeah, right. They had like, you can make your own nut butter. Like you just stick the nuts in the
cereal,
top.
Cereal
like,
bars.
They even had like fatush and like those kind of like Mediterranean salads and stuff.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Mediterranean salad. It was amazing. I wanted to cry and I'm not even vegan, so.
It was so beautiful. It's just expensive. Very, very expensive. It really perpetuates like the veganism is expensive stereotype.
I love a good community, you love a good community. I mean, everyone as humans, social beings. I read an article today that you can die from being lonely, like scientifically proven. Tell them why I'm talking about communities.
Because vegan community in Tokyo. It's more likely than you think. If you have just come to Japan and you feel like you're the only vegan in your circle, you want to make vegan friends, as we all do, there's a Facebook group that I highly recommend. It is called Tokyo Vegan/Vegetarian Friends Club. The vast majority of the members are foreigners, English speakers, and they have been living in Japan for a long time. They're this seasoned Japan vegans. If you join this group, you can see regular posts like somebody just found this new restaurant or somebody just found this item at the supermarket. And you can even post yourself, like the packaging. I don't know if this is vegan, can somebody help me? So it's a good like support system, and I think it would help you to not give up, or it feels a little bit less difficult. And I also want to mention the Animal Rights Center in Shibuya for anybody who's in it for the animals. This group is a non-profit organization. I didn't notice it until this year. You know, you go to Hachiko, that's the really busy scramble intersection in Shibuya with the dog statue, handing out pamphlets. They're showing vegan documentaries and really trying to get the public aware, and they organize like some marches sometimes, you know, ban those little cages for egg-laying hens, ban fur, things like this. So if you wanted to get involved in even to the next level, I think that's the place to go. And I talked to some of the people there when I saw them at Hachiko. They're so sweet. They're really, really sweet. So if you see them, pick up a pamphlet. The more you know.
The more you know. Now we've talked about basically what it takes to make things and eat things and cultivate your vegan life here in Japan. Now we just want to give you a pro tip.
We want to introduce a website that will change our lives because I just learned about it like 2 days ago. It is called Honest Bee, and it is a service that is a little bit like, I would compare it to Uber Eats, except instead of restaurants, they go to Costco. And I think some like other supermarkets and stuff. But Costco was really like the one that...
They go to that expensive Azabu, National Azabu as well too.
Yeah, but we're trying to save money.
I'm just saying. Some of our subscribers could be like very well off.
Very
just
wealthy.
Because we're broke doesn't mean...
Not only are they super cheap because it's Costco, it's really so vegan friendly. They have the semi-sweet chocolate, that was the biggest one for me. Like big bags, 12-pack of soy milk. Do you eat some milk? See? They had cereal, they had rice, they had like big things of nuts. Even the produce was cheap. And these are all things that it's like staples for us vegans, you know? Like the cereal and nuts and peanut butter.
I'm just a healthy person, and all of those things are also staples for me too.
Yeah.
It was a huge thing when it comes to budgeting.
More expensive than going to Costco by yourself. Still way cheaper than like regular Japanese supermarket, and it's delivered right to your house. So 10 out of 10.
Go there. That's it for today's discussion on veganism in Japan, and I hope that if you are a vegan that this helped you, or if you are a vegan friend or thinking of becoming a vegan, whatever your walk of life is, that this gave you some insight on what it will be like to be a vegan here in Tokyo, by extension Japan too. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more content about Japan and Tokyo and all that wonderful stuff, then press the red subscribe button down below, and you can check out all the other links that we were talking about in this video in the description box below. Okay, so we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah,
bye!
thank you!
That's it for today's video, and we hope that you enjoyed it and it was helpful for you.
We produce these free videos with your support, so if you want to know how to become a patron, you can check the description down below, or you can search on patreon.com/livelovelang.
Get your free templates and vocabulary lists on our website, levelglobal.com.
Why are you waiting? It's free!
Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment down below, show us some love, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!
なかなか悪くない。そう思わないか。